Shalom, Yabashim Hashabbatah, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Uh, yeah, we on. Yeah, we on YouTube too. So they dropped the damn thing. Most High in Christ, they done dropped the ban on us on YouTube. But yes, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge Sunday Scripture Breakdown class. We're gonna get into something that kind of coincides with current Hebrew Academy training. Understand what I'm saying? About the importance of following orders and how not following orders is not only detrimental to your well-being, but all your brothers. Okay. All your man, get that bitch. Yeah, we gonna go all the way back to Saul with a key order that he disobeyed from the Most High during the times of their wars and feud with Esau, namely the Edomite tribe of Amalek, and seeing where that got us today as far as a people for our leader, or as David called him, the Lord's or Yahweh's anointed. You know what I'm saying? For him disobeying this order or trying to do the order the way that he wanted to do the order. You know what I'm saying? And the excuses that he gave. Just a little background. Israel was at war with Amalek, namely. I started out in Exodus for old beef that they had when Moses was leading the children of Israel out of Egypt in the wilderness into the new Israel. So as they were in the wilderness, Amalek came up against them, and he sent Joshua out there to slay them. Understand what I'm saying? And prevail against them also. So it came up a time, go ahead and get the 1 Samuel 15:2. Yeah. So wait. It came a time when King Saul, with David as his general, received an order from the Lord to go and rout out and kill the Amalekites, whose king was Gog. But we'll get more into that later. Go ahead with the same.
1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 2. Thus said the Lord of hosts, I remember that Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way came up from Egypt.
So Amalek probably sitting back thinking that it's all good and everything like that, and the Lord was like, nah, thus saith the Lord, I remember how he did y'all when y'all ain't had nowhere to go, thinking that y'all be easy to rout out and that y'all will falter because y'all don't have a forward base of operation. But with the Lord, we don't need a forward base of operation. All we need is the Lord. Through every battle we've been in, that's been our strength, our winning point. Not the technology that we had, the military formations, none of that. Right, numbers, none of that. Who was the brother that got punished for numbering Israel? Understand what I'm saying? So numbers not about nothing. Understand what I'm saying? Keep on.
Verse 3. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep.
I go back to that, and spare them not.
And spare them not. and utterly destroy all that they have.
Utterly destroy all. Utterly means to the utmost. All,
Right,
that's a prefix.
right.
Mean look, everything,
All the above.
all of the above, to the utmost degree, destroy everything, including the what?
And spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
Kill everything. Kill kill the ass. Kill the suckling. Man, she gonna get it. Kill the ox. Even if one is missed, they ain't gonna have nothing to eat.
Right.
Understand what I'm saying? So, so, so this was the Lord's order to King Saul to go after Amalek for what he did, an order from the Lord himself to go and slay Amalek and rout them out, totally eliminate them.
Yeah, if I may.
Go.
Salakia, so what's so heavy about this is I was watching Sunday on TV one day, and one of the guys on there said that the God that we serve is a war God. You know what I'm saying? And this scripture proves that our Exodus 15:3 that he's a man of war. You understand? When he says follow this, take this order, do it. Kill everything that moves. And this God that we serve is not the God that's in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? A Christian would have done the same thing what was done here and spared somebody, and then next thing you know, bit them in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we follow the orders that was given us, just as his brother should have done here.
Yeah,
Salakia.
real talk. Yeah, we get into that, Officer Guy Boy.
Salakia.
Yeah, you going to but he told Saul to kill everybody. Kill everybody. Now move on down to 8.
Come on. Verse 8. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalek, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
Now this is about being thorough and following orders. Go back to what he says. Spare them not.
Verse 3. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling,
Man and Salakia, man and woman. Now, is the king not a man?
Right.
Man and woman. Complete the order, all right? Head back down to 8 for me, Bible Kashar.
Verse 8. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. Verse 9.
So he took one man alive. He spared somebody, right? So that's not completing the order, right? Right. He said, spare them not. Like, he not only wanted him to kill every man, but he wanted him to kill every goddamn thing that was really everything that was alive among them. Like, he wanted dead. Anything that could sustain Amalek, he wanted them dead. Right. Understand what I'm saying? Yeah, keep going on it.
Verse 9. But Saul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep and of the oxen, and of the fatlings and the lambs, and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them. But everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly.
See, so Saul ended up tweaking the order a little bit. Saul ended up tweaking the order, thinking that, I guess he was thinking that he himself knew what the Most High was going for, other than just accepting the order and doing what the hell he was told to do. Exactly and by the letter. Like Captain Hunt told me one time, stick to the script and you can't go wrong. Don't go off of your own understanding of anything. Especially shit, if the Lord telling you to do it, how how much more literal can you get? Lord, you told me to kill everything. I killed everything. I killed them all. Oxen and everything. But he only killed what?
But Saul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fatlings, and the lambs.
So he kept the best. So he thought what he kept was the best when the Lord told him to kill all the goddamn oxen, all of the goddamn sheep, all of the livestock. The Lord told him to destroy that. Go down to where Samuel told him. I think it's 15. Well, hold on. Yeah, I think it's like 15 or something like that.
Verse 15.
Yeah, try it.
And Saul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites. For the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
No, skip down to 18. Now this is Samuel the prophet telling Saul where he went wrong at. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 18. And the Lord sent thee on a journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed.
Keep going.
Verse 19. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil?
So Samuel saying, nigga, you ain't obey the Lord. You went and looted them. Well, he said, but didst fly upon the spoil, the spoils of war. Nigga, you took the best. You took what you wanted when he told you to kill every goddamn thing. But you, in your own greed and lust, whatever reason that led him not to obey the law, the order of the Most High, understand, led him to be greedy.
Right.
And that greed, that demon that Saul had, made him disobey. And this brought about great repercussions. Who was the name of the king who he was supposed to slay? So when we go to when we go to Genesis 36 and 16, let's learn who Agag was. And we finna go into who he became, because he didn't kill all of the men and the women and the oxen and everything like that. An easy order to kill everything when you the army of the Lord, that's an easy order. Especially when you taking prisoners, that means that you have prevailed against your enemy successfully. So to not complete that order thoroughly didn't mean that you could not do it. It just means that you goddamn just didn't want it to. For whatever reason, for whatever excuse. No. We're gonna go back to Samuel real quick. Just keep that and go to 1 Samuel 15 and 24. And we finna hear now a slogan or a motto of our school, or something that we live by, rather, is no cowards, no excuses.
Right.
But let's hear King Saul's excuse for not completing the order of the Lord.
1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 24. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord.
The order of the Lord.
And thy words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice.
Because I feared the people. I forgot what.
Right.
Nigga, you ain't fear the Lord.
Right.
Bro, what the Lord telling you to do, you fear the people.
Right.
Peer pressure.
That's what it is. And if I may, that's a big reason why many of our brothers and sisters don't come into the truth. Not because they fear the Lord, because they fear the people. You know what I'm saying? They're scared of what their family members are going to say, what their co-workers are going to say, they're scared of what white people are going to say. You know what I'm saying? When rather we should choose the Lord's side of everything. Because when it comes down to the battle, if he ain't on your side,
goddamn right.
It's a loss. It's a loss. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn right. So you feared the people who are under you. You a king.
Right.
You King Saul. And it's just like what I.S.U.P.K was just saying, like bro, like peer pressure, bro. You fearing the people who are under you, and you are a king, but not the man who is above you. Like when you come into the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, you don't give a damn about what your family thinks, because your family is going to think you a goddamn lunatic.
Right.
And that you goddamn crazy because you don't care about your own birthday or theirs. Who the hell don't care about my birthday? I'm just a person that's sitting up here seeing every day and not doing a goddamn thing for nobody but leading them into further sin. But you supposed to celebrate my birthday, just like these people who are under him. They found out that they did not have a righteous leader, and if they didn't find out now, they damn sure gonna find out with what we finna bring out. So Saul's excuse was because he feared the people and obeyed their voice and not the voice of the Lord. Damn. Now go to that now we gonna move on to but just keep that as a bookmark. So we're gonna look at the repercussions of Saul not following the order. Is 9 and 24 in the? Oh, but some of it is though. So Esther 9 and 24. Yeah, so we're gonna look at the consequences of Saul not following the order of the Most High. Understand what I'm saying? And the repercussions that it had, or the effect that it had on the people who he feared, or the people who he disobeyed the Lord for, that did not know a goddamn thing they damn self. That's why you are subject to someone that is greater than you, that is more wise than you, or supposed to be more wise than you, which we don't have a problem with, or any lack thereof here in the I.S.U.P.K. That they are supposed to lead you, and you are just supposed to follow their order and do what they say. Understand what I'm saying? 9 and 24, yeah.
All right, the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 24. Because Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews.
Who Hammedatha, the who?
The son of Hammedatha, the Agagite.
So the Agagite, here we go again. This all the way in Esther from Samuel.
Right.
Bro, it ain't supposed to be no more Agagites, huh?
Utterly destroyed.
Bro, they supposed to be utterly destroyed. Her so Haman, the son of Hamadatha, the Agagite, sons of the kings, the descendants of the kings,
Right.
is still here. And they some filthy bastards too, let me tell you. They are some filthy bastards. And if you think that they don't like, that they like what Saul and David and the rest of the host of Israel did to their people
Right.
all the way back in the day, then you sadly mistaken.
Right.
This was a time, a key going with that.
If I may
Yo, go on.
This is a situation where Agag's descendants was raised with hatred for Israel, for the Jews. You know what I'm saying? They was born hating us as an enemy because of what happened to their forefather.
Yeah, they was routed out like they,
right.
like damn near genocide.
And this will happen like TV shows and animes where you see something done to your father, you grow up with that hatred in your heart, waiting for a day till you can get, you know what I'm saying, revenge on all that was done to your people.
Right.
You ready?
Yeah, come.
Because of Haman, the son of Hamadatha, the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast pur, that is, the lot, to consume them and to destroy them.
So this was a time. So you fast forward to Esther from the events of uh, Samuel after King Saul had supposedly from the mouth of an Amalekite soldier asked that soldier to slay him from shame. Understand what I'm saying? And the only reason that King Saul failed was because of his disobedience of the Most High's order and his commandments. Understand what I'm saying? So, so this is way after those events. You fast forward to our captivity under Xerxes, the Persian conqueror, and at this time, in the world, in the Middle East, so to speak, or Eurasia, or whatever, Xerxes had been leading expeditions to conquer Greece. He had Greece, Macedon, Athens, Thrace, um, the whole of what's modern day Iraq and everything like that under his command. And he had taken the best of them, like how it said that King Saul did, to be his to be his um, board of for lack of a better term, like his board of counsel or his liaison in dealing with the whole of their countries, so he wouldn't have to rather like translate or anything like that, because people will listen to their own before they listen to the race that's conquering them, thinking that their own have their best interests at heart, which these Agagites had their father's interests at heart, like how it said that they hated the Jews and they sought to destroy them. And the brother told you why, because after King Saul and and General David at the time, I.S.U.P.K had led this expedition to utterly destroy them, but did not. So Xerxes got got Israel under him, and he just so happened to have the Greeks under him, or the Agagites. Understand what I'm saying? So let's see. So they had devised against the Jews to destroy them. So Hamadatha and her mind had came up with all kind of lies and everything like that to to uh to persuade Xerxes to totally eliminate them and you know like just wipe us out from existence. And the most major thing about this scripture, the most major thing about this scripture is that it was taken out of the 1611 Bible and the Holy Bible that you can buy openly, just readily at any store today, like your Walmarts and everything like that. It doesn't have these next verses that we finna bring out in here. They call them pseudepigraphia, and that's mostly what they call the Apocrypha, which are the books that they have taken out. And we about to explain why they took these books out after King James so eloquently had them, or so tenaciously had them translated by a whole team of scholars and translators. So the part that he just read out of Esther 9 and 24 came out the Bible that's readily available to you, which called Haman and Hamadatha Agagites. But when you go to Esther 16 and 10, which can only be found, which can no longer be found, they took half of the book out, which can no longer be found in the regular Holy Bible that does not have the Apocrypha, that's not the 1611, that's not the 1611, this is now in the Apocrypha. Let's see why.
Esther chapter 16, verse 10. For Ammon, a Macedonian, the son of Ammedatha, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood.
So they making it known that they are strangers from the Persian blood. So they not Persians. So let's see what they are.
And far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger received for us, of us. He read?
Yeah. Wait. I missed a major part. Shoot, in the first part, because it just came out so fluently because it was the truth. Go ahead.
Verse 10?
Yeah.
For Ammon, a Macedonian.
A Macedonian. So at first in the part that's in the readily available King James Holy Bible, not the 1611, it refers to him in Esther 9 and 24 as Agagites. As him and his father as Agagites, because they called them by their tribe by the name of their father. But now, after having really after King David put that put a bounty on them, so to speak, and everything like that, they try to keep reinventing themselves from Idumeans to Greeks, to just calling themselves by the name of the new nation that they make up from the new lands that they conquer. So now they calling themselves by the name of their land, like how American calls Americans today call themselves Americans, but they come from Great Britain. They come from England, understand? But they are the same, they are of the same seed. They the same people. They just calling themselves a different name, just like Greeks and Romans. What's the brother name? Let's see if I have it here in my notes so we can see. His name is Aegeus or something like that. He was the Edomite, or he was the Macedonian that founded Rome. So he was Greek too, but they called his new country or his new empire or nation Rome. Understand what I'm saying? So it's the same seed of the same man, the same person that the Bible is talking about. Understand what I'm saying? Just with a different name.
Like if I may.
This is the devil.
So, now, such a point to add to that, this usually happens at camp when you have a European from a different nation other than America who says, well, my forefathers had nothing to do with slavery. They try to separate themselves from the white people here, but not knowing you all are the same people. Whether you're in Canada, America, Italy,
Right.
France, you're still the same people as your forefathers. And for a fact, Sweden did deal with slavery, so you would be punished too. So
Right. Right. Goddamn right. All of them gonna be punished. Thus saith the Lord.
right,
Shit, ain't a name that you can call yourself that's gonna change your seed.
right,
Ain't a name, bro. Bro, just like these, um, shoot, shit, Amalekites or whatever that's in, shit that's in the land right now, perpetrating.
right,
Bro, you could call yourself Israel, but you still gonna be thrust through.
right.
So basically, these people try to change up their name, try to call themselves Macedonians. Understand? But so 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 according to Esther and Haman and Hamadatha being Agagites and then being Macedonians, who are they really?
Right.
Right, you got it.
I'm going to start at verse 15.
Go ahead.
Genesis 36, verse 15. These were dukes of the sons of Esau,
Right.
the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau. Duke Timon, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kenaz, verse 16. Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that come of Eliphaz in the land of Edom.
And
These were the sons of Adah.
right. And Adar was a son of Esau. Go-
Salaka, sir, if I may, these titles of dukes, weren't they like when you watch all these like medieval movies, like uh, some of the people that was in power, they had the same titles as dukes, right?
Right, right. It's so so the Agagites or Amalek rather were the royal line of the tribe of Esau. Kind of like how Judah is is the line that the kingship passed down from a King David, Solomon, like on down to Christ. Understand what I'm saying? So Agag was one of the Amalekite kings. Understand what I'm saying? So they start calling themselves Duke, Governor, King, Chancellor, like all the same, kind of like the same scope of power, but like kind of like how like you call a emperor in Egypt a pharaoh and not an emperor or a king in that certain land. Understand what I'm saying?
Right.
All the same thing, but yeah, but it's just like medieval time. They kept their same rank structure, so to speak, until the Renaissance where they just start lying.
Right.
Shit, shit. And the Renaissance, which also means renewal, they just started just lying and just making up shit. Since they had killed everybody, and so when nobody able, because everybody was in submission and nobody was able to speak up and be like, hell nah, man, that's our stuff. That's our shit. Shit, everybody was in submission, so can't nobody speak up and say
Right.
nothing.
They took it.
It took that.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, understand? Like took it, bro. Shit, it's just like they do. So, so he just broke down the the lineage of Amalek and Amalekites are now calling themselves Macedonians by the time of the Persian Empire under Xerxes. Understand what I'm saying? So, so go to First Maccabees 1:1, and let's see what they have to say about after the Persian captivity, who the Macedonians were.
The
Okay.
first book of the Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened, after that Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian,
Hmm.
who came out of the land of Chittim, and smitten Darius, king of the Persian and the Medes.
Bring that back one time.
And it happened, after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim.
Okay, now they talking about the Alexander the Third, who successfully led the conquest, just like Haman and Hamadatha was trying to do, who successfully led the conquest and routing out and overrunning. Uh, I believe it was Darius, overrunning Darius, one of the successors of Xerxes, because under they were vassals to the Persian Empire. Read this real quick. Uh, this right here, this although initially, yeah,
Although initially a Persian vassal, Alexander of Macedon fostered friendly diplomatic relations with his former Greek enemies, the Athenian and the Spartan led coalition of Greek city states.
yeah. So so this is a snake in action. So he like, yeah, I'm gonna be a good slave and everything like that. I'm going to and I'm going to maintain and increase Persian relationships with my Greek brethren. This was Alexander one. Alexander the Great, or Alexander the Third, which is who is known as Alexander the Great, which First Maccabees is talking about, his grandfather. So he's saying that he was made a vassal or a liaison, kind of like how you got the the United States Embassy in Afghanistan and everything like that, that keep up good relations and everything like that. The whole time his grandfather was creating a coup, so to speak, so he could overrun Persia. So after he got everybody together and they had got strengthened up by the time of his great grandson, about 100 years later, something around that number, uh, Alexander the Great or Alexander the Third took them over, which the Bible and history. That's why I wanted to bring out the history with this too. And this is one of the this right here. I believe how I feel is Alexander the Third or Alexander the Great being in First Maccabees is the main reason they took all of this shit out of, not all of this shit, Salakia, all of this prime, excellent, bro, just, oh my God, groundbreaking information out of the 1611 Bible. They took this out because without Alexander the Great, they wouldn't be so great. But if Alexander the Great is in the Bible as a goddamn devil and is somebody that the Lord hates, then that don't do too well with foreign relations for this oppressor, does it? It don't do too well. So you got to take Alexander the Great out of there and call it pseudepigraphia, which means that it's kind of true, but they kind of embellishing too. They got this from somewhere else, but they just adding stuff in and they doing this. You can't really believe it. But them throwing Alexander The great out of the Bible, let them lead they crusades or whatever, so they can Christianize the world, Christianize the Eastern world, and come up over here to our northern tribes brothers, and then Christianize them, bring them under Christianity and everything like that. So so slaves not being able to read couldn't say that shit. Hold on, shit. Ain't Alexander the great white like you? Like, ain't he one of your uncles or your cousins or something? And he come from somebody that the Lord, hey, this is what Nat Turner read. This is what Nat Turner was like, man, hold up. Now, I read this other book from the library that was talking about Alexander the Great. And this book right here says that he's an Edomite. He looked just like the oppressors that whoop my ass when they feel like it. Now, this can't be right. Understand? Alexander took the throne, defeated Persia, and then took us. Understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Alexander the Macedonian. What else I got for this shit? You want to add something?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Keep that verse 1 after children. Oh yeah, that's Darius. Go ahead.
And smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. 2. And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth. And he went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Oh my God. Saul, what have you done?
Right.
King Saul, what have you done? A simple order. Bro, the order was given in one verse, one precept. And him not keeping this order and following this order, birth, 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 Edomite Europe, birth, the Renaissance, birth,
Right.
America, birth, transatlantic slave trade. All of this from not following one order led us to having um the name of that syndrome, Stockholm syndrome, came from not following one order. One order. One you not following what you think is a simple order, or order that you, man, can't nothing be wrong if we win and I just tweak it a little bit. Understand what I'm saying? You tweak it, nigga, you tweaking.
Right.
Nigga, you done got your whole people. Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. That was so heavy. So for Saul not following this one order, and that's why the Most High wasn't like trying to hear him anymore.
Man, like, man, when Moses was good at following orders. I understand what I'm saying. Moses didn't have an army. Moses went to Egypt and went before a ruthless MF that he knew that would kill him. Moses had already deserted his position in his kingdom, in this Pharaoh's kingdom. He still got his people. Even though Moses did all this and won battles while in the wilderness and everything like that, when Moses broke an order, he still was not able to get into the land. And we have our examples. So we can't say that the Most High ain't fair. And nobody, even Esau, can't say that the Most High ain't fair. Because even though he gave up his birthright, Esau still getting his goddamn chance to rule the earth right now. So the Most High can let him see how you are not able, you are not worthy. He fumbling it. Then he's gonna let him get as powerful as he think that he can get, to where he think that no one can oppose him. and he's going to do it himself with using his priests and prophets that's in this school. That's why General Hyman don't want no cowards in this school, because General Hyman know these scriptures. General Hyman knows that somebody who breaks the least of the orders can get the whole school shamed, can shame the whole school. When this man broke one, when this man followed up on one order, and in the long term, here we go in America today, right
Broke out,
here. A woman had to watch her sons be sauteed and seared in front of her from by these Agagites from the seed of 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 the king, of the king of God, who he did not rout out and put to an end and kill like he was ordered to. I understand what I'm saying, and of course, if you read a little bit further into the Maccabees, you will see how it was other wicked Negroes, like the same niggers that King Saul said that he was listening to, that he was scared of, that had went out and that said that since we have left from among the heathen, we have had much sorrow and no joy. Let us go join unto them and do as the heathen do. Oh, this is enough blame to go around. Yeah, you can go ahead and read that.
First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
So after they Persian captivity, after Nehemiah, after all that, and who was that rebuilt the Cyrus? After well, he was trying to rebuild it, but they had to fight some niggas and shit and everything like that. After all this, after they came out of this captivity, fighting for their life, after Xerxes had them mistakenly put this Edomite over them, not knowing our history, that they wanted to kill us, and us being delivered from that and getting our own land, niggas still wanted to go and do after these heathens. Boy. Listen, Akim, follow your orders. Man, the most lax, the most insignificant of orders, or what it may seem to you, follow them anyway, because you're not the one that's giving the orders, so you cannot gauge, or you do not know the significance of the order. Right. The order is given for a reason. Understand what I'm saying? Hey, shit, you got anything to ask? I'll be doing part 2 to this next Sunday. Shit, we got shit. Okay, we're bringing out part 2 to this next week. So with that,
so we have the Southern Cookout coming up October 7th through the 10th. Thursday through Sunday we have action-packed events. You know what I'm saying? From German Hyman across the line through Sunday to, we're going, Sunday is the day of the cookout. Music, fun, and food for everybody, for all of Israel. So we hope to see you brothers there. If you can, fly into Hobby Airport. Hobby Airport is like 2 clicks from the school itself. If you can. If not, if you can't, We'll come get you some bush as well, no problem. You understand? So we expect all of Israel to come and have a good time, you know what I'm saying, in the spirit of the school. I'm trying to pass over the trooper support.
We are the I.S.U.P.K, 25th Street, New York. It's like a rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment according to Numbers 18 and verse 21, Malachi 3 verses 8 and 10, means tenth in the 10% of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The Day of Atonement, 10th day of the 7th month, Wednesday the 15th of September 2021, according to Leviticus chapter 23, verse 27 through 32. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And this concludes the security announcements.
Okay, with that. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Chim, Yahweh Chab, Rakta. Saul. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shabbat, Chim, Yahweh Chab.